All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Keep playing hard. Hello. How's that little lady? Watch tight end. Even.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that easy. Get that ball. 24 is the mic.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Packers! As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. 44 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 13.
They run with Howard. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Yellow. 180. Man left. Hey, 4 down. 50, yellow.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 3. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ready. 56. Check 56. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
2nd and 6. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This is Howard on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
15. Let's go. Chopper. Chopper. Let's go. You tighten up. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Deuce, deuce. Deuce, deuce.
On first down, they run with Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Fall down these two. So, 80. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, Ripple
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
24 is the mic. 65, 65.
Mahomes now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yellow. Patch it. At 25 to Mike.
Running with Howard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, yellow. Let's go, 80. Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Check. Yellow.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Results in a fourth down.
So on fourth down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, Ken.
And now the rookie's free. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full. Hey, Ripley. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. On first down, Howard. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. 3 buzz. 15. 25 to Mike. Smoke. 15, yellow. Bandit.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after try forthcoming. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
27, Giants 16.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete on the jump ball. DeAndre Baker there defensively.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Back to throw here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Yellow, yellow. Watch the line. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go with Howard again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
No gain on the play there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Looking for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Attack, attack! Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50. Let's go, D. Play it, play it, play it, play it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 15, 15. 6 man. Check curls, check attack.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Rashawn Gary, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here we go. 8-3.
Brings up second and 12.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
43-yard line.
Here we go on second and 12. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the dump. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Fellas in San Antonio.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go,
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. The Packers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Right, 64, weak. Hey, let's go.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deshaun Hand. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming.
Third down.
Yellow. Go on, 80. Right. He's telling right. He's telling the right. Telling the right. Hey. You got 3. 15. Straight out. 24 is the mic. You don't want none. The scene 6. Hey, you don't want to see.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play, as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. This pass finds its way to Williams, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Deshaun Hand able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mahomes firing complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And Ingram hauls it in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Yellow. On the line.
Man, I got you. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Watch it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
say, no, they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I